Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Chito Vera versus Pedro Munhoz. This is a fight between two of the most durable guys in the world. Chito has a record of 22-8-1, Pedro 20-7, 15 combined losses between the two of these guys. I think all 15 of them come inside the UFC octagon, and I know all 15 of them are by decision. Neither guy's ever been finished. And both guys are particularly dangerous themselves. Chito Vera is one of those opportunistic killers, bides his time, and usually finds a finish. And at the UFC level, the majority of his finishes come deep into the fight. A lot in round 3, round 2, even a round 4 against Dominic Cruz, his most important victory. Chito Vera is just a guy where you can never relax with him. And I'd say he's the more versatile striker as far as the danger goes. Pedro probably hits harder, to be honest. I think he's got the harder overhand punch, just straight up more power, and he's also got the better leg kicks as well. So Pedro's no slouch at all. But as far as that finishing touch goes, Chito Vera, we've seen him get some big finishes deep into the fight, like I was saying, with his kicks. Head kicks over Dominic Cruz in round 4, Frankie Edgar with the front kick in round 3, and going way back, Brad Pickett, his first big win in the UFC. And all 3 of those wins were comebacks, head kick comebacks, technically. I know he had some success in all those fights, really, but certainly had won a round against Dominic Cruz. But he is a guy that you can never relax with Chito Vera, because he's always dangerous and he's always making reads. He's one of these guys that will often give up round 1 straight up with activity and volume. He'll just give it up because he's trying to figure you out, your timing and whatever, so he can hit you with a bigger strike. He's got 8 wins via knockout, 8 wins via submission, and 4 via decision. Gets it done both ways. He's got that 1 win over Sean O'Malley, in which he did knock him unconscious, in my opinion. Sean O'Malley did have the, he was fucked up there, drop foot or whatever they call it, but still, he was knocked unconscious in the end. He got Andre Ewell out of there, round 3. Nice turnaround there. I think Chito Vera is probably the most likely candidate to finish Pedro Munhoz. And maybe vice versa. But I still don't see either guy putting the other guy away. Pedro Munhoz, much like Chito Vera, he's got some very dangerous weapons. Not so much with the high kicks and front kicks, but he's got a guillotine from hell, probably the single best weapon in the division, Pedro Munhoz's guillotine, even if everybody's onto it. And Pedro Munhoz also has some really good power. Like I said, I think he's got the harder overhand punch than Chito Vera. And, of course, leg kicks from hell, as I said. He's also never been finished in his 7 losses, and they come to excellent fighters. Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, Aljamain Sterling, John Dobson, Jimmy Rivera, Rafael Assunção. Just excellent fighters. I'd say Pedro Munhoz is, I don't want to say he doesn't have the same cardio as Chito Vera, but Chito Vera is more likely to win round 3. Even in plenty of his decision losses, he'd won round 3 against John Lineker after getting a good beating. Song Yadong, same thing. Marco Beltran. Chito Vera is usually the last man standing. But against Pedro Munhoz, Pedro, one thing he's not going to give Chito, I think, is big moments. I don't think Chito's going to have a 10-8 round here. I doubt he's going to have a knockdown. Munhoz has never been knocked down. He's a guy that just has an iron chin and is seemingly impossible to submit as well. I think this is going to be a points battle. I envision Pedro Munhoz leading the dance because Chito likes to allow his opponent to early in the fight. I also think Pedro, despite giving up 6 inches of reach, which he is here, he's given up 5.5 inches of reach, I think he's going to win the jousting battle. He'll be more active, but he'll also have those leg kicks, which will certainly fluster Chito Vera if Chito's trying to make use of that reach. Pedro Munhoz slamming those leg kicks down low, it's going to mess with you. And Chito, He's long and tall, but he's not Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley could make more of that reach. Chito Vera, it's not his thing. So I think Pedro will be winning the jousting battle, will be the more active striker. I think he'd be more likely to take down Chito Vera. And most importantly, I think he's going to deny Chito Vera those big moments where look at Chito's fight with Rob Font. He won that fight by being outpointed steadily, aside from those big moments that he had. And he had big moments in like every fucking round, aside from maybe round one. But huge moments. He wasn't able to put Rob Font away because Rob Font is fucking insanely tough. Only one guy's put him away, and it's Pedro Munhoz, ironically. But Chito Vera, that was a great fight that showcased his danger and how he is as a fighter, his essence as a fighter, if I can get all fucking dramatic and poetic on you. But I think that's not going to be there against Pedro Munhoz. Pedro Munhoz isn't going to get hurt. He isn't going to get clipped. And he's going to make this more of a technical battle and a tactical battle. And I envision Pedro walking away with a decision. That's the pick, and it's certainly the bet. They have him at plus 160. I like Pedro Munhoz a lot here. I think he will just straight up win this fight. I'll wait to see the prop bets, and maybe his decision line will be juicy, but I doubt it. So I'm really happy with his money line. Pedro Munhoz by decision is the pick. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.